I guess my story starts off when I was 8 years old. It's a story of looking for a place to belong, looking for where I belong, where I fit in. My parents got divorced when I was 8, and before that, my dad was in the military, so I was never in one place for long. So when I get to trying to figure out where I fit in and who I belong, I mean, every kid goes through that. But when I was 14, I had a chance to go to a camp. It was a Christian camp, and I heard about Jesus Christ for the first time. Found out about all the things that he did and who he was as a person. And I made a decision that this is something I really wanted. So I went and I said a prayer. I talked to a counselor, and they led me to say certain things, and I did that. But I don't think I meant anything by it. As a couple of months later, I was at my church, and I was listening to this lady share her testimony. Listening to how her life so mirrored what was going on in my life and what was happening to me, that something struck. And it's like God was saying, man, you missed something. I felt completely empty, completely void. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew that there was something I was missing. So I remember sitting in the front row of the front pew of the church. Nobody sits in the front pew of the church. And I sat at the front pew of the church, and I cried out to God, and I said, God, I missed something somewhere. If it's you, then I need you now. It wasn't a magical phrase. There wasn't a right words. There was no correct magical total formula that I went through. It was just realizing that I needed something. I needed God. And when I got him, when he came into my life changed. I went from going to church once a month to never leaving the church and never getting out. My life improved. I started not to care what other people thought. Started not to care that I needed to fit in somewhere. I found where I fit in. I fit in with Christ, and I fit in with Jesus. I fit in with God's people. And my story just continues from there.